As I stepped through the decaying doors of the old abandoned asylum, a shiver ran down my spine. The air was thick with dust and the scent of forgotten souls. I couldn't help but feel a sense of dread wash over me. This place held a dark secret, one that I was determined to uncover. The reason for my investigation was deeply personal. My twin brother, Damian, had been sent to this very asylum years ago. He was accused of multiple homicides, and the authorities claimed he was insane. As a child, I was too young to fully understand the gravity of the situation, but the memories of my visits to the asylum still haunted me to this day. In my dreams, I would often see the asylum, its corridors filled with anguished cries and eerie whispers. And among the chaos, I would see Damian calling out to me for help. His voice echoed in my mind, pleading for me to find the truth and clear his name. The asylum had been closed for decades, but it seemed to have a life of its own. The walls were covered in peeling paint, revealing a history of neglect and despair. As I walked through the dark hallways, the sound of my footsteps echoed eerily, as if the building itself was alive and watching my every move. It was during my search for clues that I first encountered the strange figure. He appeared out of nowhere, a shadowy silhouette lurking in the corners of my vision. Every time I turned my gaze away, he seemed to get closer, his presence sending chills down my spine. I couldn't shake the feeling that he was connected to the dark secrets of this place. Fear gripped me as I realized I was being pursued by this mysterious being. I ran through the labyrinthine corridors, desperately trying to escape his relentless pursuit. My heart pounded in my chest, and sweat dripped down my forehead as I stumbled and tripped over debris. But my luck ran out as I reached a broken staircase. In my panic, I misjudged my step and fell into the abyss below. Pain shot through my body as I hit the cold, hard ground. Darkness crept in at the edges of my vision, and I knew my time was running out. As I gasped for breath, the strange figure approached me, his presence looming over me. With each labored breath, I could hear his voice, barely a whisper, saying, "Hi, brother, you finally came." Confusion washed over me as I struggled to comprehend his words, and then it hit me like a tidal wave. The truth, buried deep within my subconscious, rose to the surface. I was the one responsible for the murders, not Damian. I had framed my innocent brother, allowing him to bear the burden of my sins. Tears welled up in my eyes as the weight of my guilt consumed me. Damian had suffered in this very asylum, wrongly labeled as a monster. He had endured the torment and mistreatment until his untimely death, and now, in my final moments, I had come face to face with the truth. The strange figure leaned closer, his voice filled with a mix of sadness and satisfaction. "It was you all along, brother. You played your part so well, even fooling yourself." As the darkness closed in on me, I whispered my final words. "I'm sorry, Damian. I failed you." And with those words, my consciousness slipped away, leaving behind the truth that would forever haunt the halls of the asylum. The innocent had suffered while the guilty remained hidden, forever bound by the chains of their twisted fate.